When we fail to do. Hello, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It depends on where you're watching me from. This is Anita over here at Ability in Disability. Welcome back to my page. Guys, I'm so excited. It's Sunday morning. Happy Sunday to you guys, by the way. It's Sunday morning, and it's my first morning in the new house, and I'm so excited. The night was a tiring one. We moved in yesterday. We had a lot of packing to do, a lot of arranging, and I tell you guys, it's still on. We couldn't finish anything, so we just had to go to bed and rest for the night. And so this morning I woke up with this message on my mind that has really been bothering me, and I really want to share. And the message says, give me a chance to leave. Give me a chance to leave. And why this message? And who is asking for a chance to leave? The child that is born deformed. The child that is born deformed, the child that is born with a disability or with a deformity, that child is the one begging for a chance to leave. And not just a chance to be alive, like I'm alive, because there are some people, you may be alive and not living. You may be alive and not living. So the child, the deformed child, the disabled child is begging for a chance to live. And when I say live, I mean a chance to be loved, to be accepted the way they are, to be encouraged, to help them to be able to live a maximized life, maximize their potentials, live very well, not to live like a less of a human being because they have deformity or because they have disability. You see, it is true that every couple, when they are pregnant or expecting a child, they already have fantasy and beautiful dreams on having a bouncing baby boy or a bouncing baby girl, healthy child, that they can be proud of. But unfortunately, no one begs to have a deformed child or an unhealthy child. But unfortunately, it happens. These things happens. And when it happens, I tell you, already the parents in it is already the first thing that comes to their mind is it's a disappointment. Because when you give birth to a child and you see what your child look like and has one challenge or the other, you are disappointed. It's like you're thrown from the sky down, because all your mind has been, I'm going to have a beautiful child, and then all of a sudden, boom. Especially probably in the place whereby it came to you unaware, that you didn't get to know. The X-ray didn't tell you the exact fact of what is happening, or you didn't get to know beforehand. So already it's a disappointment for the parents. And so these parents have to deal with this issue. The child too that is coming with this difficulty has a greater challenge. The difficulty is already great for the child as well, that has to live in this world with that challenge, with that problem. So the parents, one of the fears parents have is, what will people say? What will people say? What will my family say that I give birth to a child like this? What will friends and loved ones say? You see, so you, their friend, you, their family member, you, their cousin, you, their auntie, you, their uncles, you, their loved ones are their problem. You are their problem, because you are the one that will criticize. You are the one that would mock them. You are the one that would humiliate them. You are the one that will laugh at them. You are the one that will reject them. You are the one that will make them feel less of a human being. So you are the problem. Not if it was only the parents that they don't think about what you will say or something, they could cope at the time, because it's their child after all. They could cope, but they are there thinking of what you will say. I'm going to talk about them, the other part of them not to listen to what people will say. But at the same time, you, that is the people, are the one I'm addressing this morning. Please, I am begging you, aunties, uncles, friends, loved ones, whoever you are, neighbors, give the child, the deformed child, the disabled child, a chance to live. Give them a chance to live. This is mainly to my African brothers and sisters, because I remember how I grew up. I remember the name callings. I remember the rejections. I remember the humiliations. I remember the mocking. And I remember all kind of things that I passed through as a child growing up with a deformity or with a disability. That is why I'm saying this. that you uncles, aunties, cousins, whoever you are, you come across a child with a deformity, please give that child a chance to live. Love that child. Accept that child. Accept that child. And if you don't have love to give to such a child, you cannot accept that child. Don't destroy the child either with your bad mouthing. Don't start calling the child name or start saying all kind of things, derogatory things that will make the child feel bad or make the child's parents feel worse than they already felt. Okay, so please, the deformed child is begging for a chance to live, because you know what you do to them when the parents have a deformed child and they're still struggling on how to deal with this issue, and then you come with your bad mouthing, you come with your own, not encouraging genuinely, because there are some people who are encouraging fakely. You're not encouraging genuinely. You are there to laugh at them, to mock them, to make them feel bad about themselves, and this child grows up with this thing. Because mainly, sometimes it's from the family. And do you know that is even some parents cannot deal with this child, cannot deal with this issue. When they have a deformed child, parents, this is also to you. Give the child a chance to live. They have a deformed child, they are so disappointed that they cannot even pick themselves up from that disappointing level. They are ashamed of the child. They want to hide the child. They don't want the child to show up with other children. It happens to me one way or the other, so I know what I'm talking about. They don't want the child to be among other children. They want to hide the child one way or the other. But you know something, if you give that child a chance to live, not just to live like I'm alive, but a chance to be normal, to be like a normal human being. You accept the child, you love the child, you give the child all the support you can give. I tell you that you never can tell. That child may come out great than even the ones that you were thinking would be great. That child may go far. That child would be able to maximize her potentials, because there is always an ability in every disability. There is always an ability. Help the child to find the ability that he or she has. Help the child to find the ability that the strength that he or she has. The little strength, no matter how tiny it is, give the child a chance to live. Support the child. And you never can tell. You never can tell. Do your part. Uncles, do your part. Love the child. Aunties, do your part. Cousins, do your part. Brothers and sisters, do your part. Parents, do your part. Neighbors, do your part to support a disabled or a deformed child. Because fail to do our... Yes, guys, so this kind of thing is what causes depression and inferiority complex. The child will always carry that burden or that load of knowing the fact that he or she is not normal, he or she is less of a human, he or she is not like the rest. And that child will not, with that kind of thought, that kind of thinking, that child will never be able to live their maximized life or live their or maximize their potentials in life. And that child will always be hiding in the shadows, always be bullied by even she by herself or him by himself, and it's not helping at all. It's not helping. The deformed child, the disabled child, need a solid ground to operate, solid ground of support, solid ground of encouragement, of love, solid ground of knowing that even though I may be disabled in this, it doesn't change anything. I'm strong, I'm healthy, I can do all things. And then if you are a believer, it makes everything perfect. If you're not a believer, be a believer, because your reality is in Christ, not in your disability. So you will grow up, you will know that I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. And you'll be able to find your strength, not in anything now, but in Christ. And that will be your reality, despite your disability. So this is to every one of us, just to encourage us, just to inspire us, and just to pass a message across so that we begin to see the people with challenges differently and appreciate them and help them and support them, because they need all the love they can get from us. So thank you guys, and I'll be keeping you posted and updated on ability in disability, and my going, how do I put it, my development in this house, because I still have to understand how the house function and the area at large. So thank you guys. See you guys. Please follow my channel, subscribe, encourage, and give thumbs up and all the likes and all that you can do to actually encourage this page and encourage me. Thank you very much. I love you guys. Have a nice day.